Hello everyone, welcome back to the Beauty Matters with me, Lin Hussin, on ALB UK TV. Today, I'm joined by a model and a blogger. Hello, Clara.
Hi.
Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure having you. Clara, I interviewed you as a model and a blogger. You are a model for a year and a half now?
Just over 2.5.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
How you started as a model?
Actually, it's quite a funny story. I was going down Canary Wharf with my other half, and two women ran after me, and it was like really out of breath, and then they explained they were from a modelling agency called Zebedee Management, and they represent models with disabilities, and they were in London doing some castings and invited me along for a casting the next day. I thought they were having a laugh. I was like, really? Me? No. But yeah.
So it wasn't something you were planning to do?
No, well, to be honest, I've always wanted to be a model ever since I was a child, before I became a wheelchair user. And I went round to all the modelling agencies. I was age 16, I was very thin, and I was actually told I was too fat and had to lose weight. And it kind of put me off, and I just thought to myself, well, it's clearly not for me. So roll on, years later, slightly bigger, a wheelchair user, and in my 30s, I never imagined that this would even happen. This is things that happen to other people, not me. But yeah, it happened. So I went along to the casting the next day.
Because you are amazing.
Oh, thank you very much.
Completely deserve it. And also, that means the modelling industry is changing.
It definitely is changing, and it's changing for the better, but it is very slow, and it could do with a lot. You could do a lot more to be inclusive. I'm very passionate about that, and I am not going to give up until it's got everybody, like all the companies having disabled models represent them, and for everyone to feel represented, regardless on your disability, whether you're a wheelchair user or not. I think it's very important that the modelling industry also reflects society.
Yeah. We can see now modelling agencies are looking for ladies from different shapes, from different heights, from different like body shapes and curvy, and it's amazing how this industry is evolving.
It is evolving, but it's just too slow, and
What
it
do you
needs to speed
think
up.
will speed it up?
I think people like myself who have a social media platform, who are doing their thing on and using social media as a tool to promote themselves as well, I think that will help, opening these CEOs and eyes to what's out there and what the opportunities that out there. People are connecting with this. People love this. In the past year and a bit since I've really got a lot of modelling jobs, I noticed the campaigns that we are involved in. They go off the chain in terms of interaction and feeds with the people. They want this. This is something that they want, and I think more needs to be done.
You are definitely inspirational,
oh,
and
thank you.
people who will follow you will open their eyes. But not everyone is confident to get into the modelling industry. It's very competitive as well.
Yeah, it's very competitive. It's very hard. It's not as glamorous as everyone thinks it is. There's a lot of hard work, and
what's the challenges?
Lots of challenges. Not just as a model, but as one with disabilities. It's challenging, full stop. It's a very challenging, hard-working industry. You have long days, and you always have to make sure you look
hard work.
Yeah,
people don't know that.
It is hard work, and long hours. You're traveling here, there, everywhere, and sometimes you don't even get to see the places that you're traveling to. You're just in and out. But yeah, it is fun. I love it. It's everything I imagined and more, because I'm doing it not the way I imagined I wanted, to be a model, but I'm definitely enjoying every day. Every day I get up and I'm
ready.
and I'm buzzing.
You need to watch her stories. She gives you lots of positive energy during the day. I love watching your stories,
thank
like
you.
this push, like yeah, go and do,
Thank you
conquer
so
the
much.
world.
Oh, thank you so much. I do feel that. I feel that we, as people, we can conquer anything. You know, we all have trials and tribulations, and we all have things that we're all going through. Everyone has something. There's never anybody that doesn't have something that they're going through or a hardship they're going through.
Yeah.
Some of it is down to mental and how you deal with it as well. But, you know, I think sometimes just having, just remembering that, you know, you're not the only one, but we can also do our best to live our best lives, regardless of what we are going through. I think if we remember that, you know, you'll be happy.
That's an advice then for our viewers about push your confidence and go out maybe of your comfort zone and try new things.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely recommend going out of your inner circle, out of your comfort zone. If something scares you, I always say if you have fear of something, that should make you want to go out even more. It certainly does me. Yeah, I can't be scared of something. If I'm scared of something, that means I have to do it. I'm very stubborn. It means that I have to go.
Yeah. It's amazing. And also, I've met you at London Fashion Week.
Yes.
We've been sat next to each other, and we didn't talk because we've been really busy watching. Watching.
We took a selfie together. Yeah.
So, what do you think about London Fashion Week?
I love London Fashion Week. Ever since I was a child, I've always was like fascinated with London Fashion Week, and I always wanted to go, and I always wanted to say, how can I go? How can I go? And then I found out you have to be invited. I was like, how can I get invited? And then, but for the past 2 years, I have been invited, and I've been going to shows, and I absolutely love it. It's everything I imagined and more. It's literally like a fashion circus. It comes in, it takes over London. It's absolutely brilliant. And then
it's a magical week.
It's a magical, tiring, very tiring. And you know, you're going from show to show. And the schedule, right?
You need to go from different locations.
Yeah. Shooting, taking, you know, photographers want to take your photos. You know, obviously you've got to do street style shoots as well. So yeah, it's kind of full on. It's a great way of meeting other people that are interested in, you know, you're there for the same reason. You're there because you love fashion.
Yeah.
Whether you're a photographer, or a model, or blogger, or influencer, whatever.
Everyone have a common thing.
Everyone has a common thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's there because they are passionate about it. So you're basically with your peers. You're with like-minded people. So how can you not have fun?
And also meeting amazing people.
Yes.
Like
yourself.
And I want to take you now to the blogging.
Yes.
You are a blogger, so if people want to watch your blog, where can they go first?
So it's Rollin' Funky on everything. It's roll in, no G, funky. So whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I have my blog is called Rollin' Funky Blog, but I do have a website called rollinfunky.com. So you can find, and it will take you to it's like the home of everything Rollin' Funky. It will just take you to wherever you need to go.
How the idea of becoming a blogger came about?
Just through my lifestyle, to be honest. People used to stop and ask me if I'm a blogger, and I was like, no. And they were like, do you blog? I was like, no. And they're like, you should. It's like, because I've never seen people like yourself, who is a wheelchair user, maybe, you know, dressing like you or doing the things that I like to do. What you see on social media is very much me, whether it's modeling or whether it's out with my friends or whether it's cooking up some vegan food, and it's me. It's just the true me. It's not something just created for social media. So I decided to create a space to kind of like to showcase this. I was like, well, why not share it with other people? You know, a lot of people that I met who were wheelchair users, they were saying to me that they didn't know anybody that could do the things that I do, or do like they felt like going out to a nightclub they shouldn't be there. It wasn't for them. And I would be like, really? Like, you know, they don't feel like they're included.
Yeah, why
so
not?
Exactly, it's for everybody. As long as it's accessible, then why not go?
Yeah.
And so it was that reason, you know, just by talking to people and their relatives, and some people will say to me, oh my goodness, like my sister became a wheelchair user and she's given up on herself, and seeing you and the way you dress and the way you are.
So you became like a role model for
yeah,
people.
I suppose so, in a way. I just thought, okay, let me just like share what I do, and maybe I might inspire other people, because when I looked for bloggers who were wheelchair users, I couldn't find any that were like me. I didn't find anyone that was doing anything positive. And
yeah, positivity, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a positive space and a space of hope. Just by sharing my normal everyday life, I thought, well, maybe I can make a change. Like maybe, you know, a young child growing up can say, oh my goodness, like she's like me, I can do that too. So that's the reason why I got into it. I've been doing it for 3 years. So when I actually was, when my agency ran after, the people from my agency ran after me, I was actually about to celebrate my first year blogging when it was that time.
It's a perfect moment.
Yeah, it was a perfect moment. So, so I've been doing it for just over 3 years, and the modelling for just over 2 years. So, but it works hand in hand, and the two together is kind of like, it really one helps the other. So, yeah.
We talked before we started the show about being an influencer. So in your opinion, being a blogger or being influencer, are they the same?
I would say I actually categorize it as two different things. Because I was a blogger and I didn't really do the social media. The first year, I very rarely did the social media. I only used to do it to say, oh, I have a new blogger, and then that was it.
Yeah.
These days, I'm blogging less, but doing lots more on social media. Like my social media has definitely grown.
Yeah.
But then it also, when I do blog, it still goes back to my blog. Like I kind of like home everything in that was on my social media, and I put it towards my blog. So
they kind of complete each other.
So they kind of worked hand in hand, even though I haven't written a blog for a little bit, but and that's just purely down to being busy, which is a good thing. It's good to be busy, right?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
If you are not busy, you're not doing enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I always like to be busy.
Yeah. And I've read in your Instagram, you are a lifestyle blogger. When I put on my Snapchat saying like, I have a lifestyle blogger, people ask me, what do you mean by lifestyle blogger? To be honest, I didn't know myself.
Oh, okay.
So now you can tell us more about what lifestyle blogger means.
Yeah, so basically a lifestyle blogger is an umbrella for other things that might come underneath it. For me, I like to talk, so on my blog, not just fashion, but so fashion gets its own title, but the lifestyle bit is travel. So I do a travel blog. So when I go on holiday and stuff like that, I will write up about it. And then so that comes under the lifestyle. Also, I'm vegan and I'm gluten-free, and I like to cook. And when I do recipes, that I add that on my blog as well, and also on my social media, and that also comes underneath the lifestyle as well. And then there's just myself, as in the life I kind of lead.
Yeah.
So I like to have fun, I like to go out, I like to try new things. So so long as it's accessible, I'm trying it.
Yeah.
I'm very much a risk taker. I will try anything once. And if I like it,
challenges.
Oh, I do like a challenge. I love a challenge, and I don't like anyone telling me I can't do something. So if someone says to me, "Oh no, you can't do that," I'm going to do that. Are you sure? Is there not another way I can do this? I'm going to do it. So the lifestyle bit, it basically involves like my girl about town kind of lifestyle, my food and travel. So that's the lifestyle bit that I cover as well. And on my social media, I also cover like fitness.
Yeah.
I go to the gym. I work out. Sometimes I do little videos. So yeah, stuff like
Encourage
that.
people
Basically.
to work out like me,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yes. Come to the gym with me. We should work out together.
We should, definitely. I would be the lazy one, honestly.
No, you won't be.
Yeah. That's a challenge.
Yeah, that's a challenge. I'm laying down a challenge.
Clara, what's next in terms of modeling?
Oh, wow. Every day is something. So, as I said, I'm signed to the modeling agency, but I also get a lot of work and stuff through my social media. Working with brands, as they call it, like an influencer shooter, like I had one today.
Yeah.
As I said, they work perfectly hand in hand. They are slightly different because a lot of the time it's more modeling is kind of like more artistic, and whereas that like influencer modeling is like more about the clothes and kind of promoting, because it's mostly fashion, it's usually promoting that item. So as in marketing or advertising, so it's slightly different, but there's always stuff going on, always, like whether it's an event I'm going to, like when I leave here I'll be off to an event for Halloween. And then next week I have shows, I have interviews, I have photo shoots. It's full on.
Full schedule.
Always, yeah, always a full schedule, always trying to move things around and squeeze things in here and there. But yeah.
At least you are enjoying it, and we can see how you are passionate about it.
I definitely am.
If we will give young ladies an advice from you, it's more about empowering and how to focus on their confidence, what it will be.
Acceptance. I would say you need to accept who you are. Some people call them flaws. I don't call them flaws. I call them uniqueness, because we're not all the same, and you don't want to be the same as somebody else. Why would you want to be the same as somebody else? I mean, variety is the spice of life. So I would say embrace who you are, accept who you are, and when you accept who you are and you become comfortable with it, your confidence grows, and there's nothing more attractive than being confident. Confidence comes from within. It's not about what you look like. You can't fix something to make you more confident. You can't wear a particular item that make you more confident. Because if you're still a bit self-conscious inside, wearing the clothes on the outside ain't gonna help you mentally for where you need to be. And over time, when you're working on yourself, your confidence will grow. But more importantly, is make sure you have people around you that are gonna lift you and feed you with positive voices in your head. Like you don't want somebody around you that's gonna always be negative and be always picking at you and down at you. If they're not doing good for you, take them out of your life. Even if they're loved ones, sometimes you just have to come like, okay, I understand this is the way this person is, but I don't want to take on their negativity in my head.
Yeah.
Because that internal conversation that you have with yourself is so important. If you say you're not worth it, if
you believe what you say,
you will end up believing it. So that internal conversation is so important to stay positive. But more importantly, accept who you are, because you are gorgeous no matter what.
What an amazing advice. I wish everyone to be listening to you and to try to work on themselves in terms of confidence, because I believe it is something we can work on. It's like a muscle. The more you train it, the more it will grow.
I absolutely agree with that. You know, it might take little things. Like maybe one day you'd be like, just make a little comment to yourself, a nice little, oh, I like my nose. Oh, my nose looks quite cute. Or you like your ears.
Yeah.
Or just say something positive to yourself. The more little things that you say, little messages that you say about yourself, I'm a nice person, I'm really caring, I'm really giving. You know, those little things that you will start to like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a true believer of that.
So Clara, what is your target? What's coming next? What challenge you are putting in front of yourself and saying like, I'm gonna do it?
It's the one thing, London Fashion Week.
Of course.
I
can see you doing London
I
Fashion
would
Week.
want to model in London Fashion Week. It's been a dream of mine again, ever since I was a child. I've always wanted to do it. And I am not going to stop because I am going to model in London Fashion Week. Okay, British Council?
We are waiting to see Clara at London Fashion Week. I'm sure you're going to reach all your goals.
Yeah.
You are such an inspirational woman.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being with me. It was a pleasure having you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys.
And for you, my lovely viewers, stay with us on ALB UK TV with me, Lin Hussin, on Beauty Matters.